Welcome back, y'all, to TNJ TV. Once again, how are y'all feeling? Let us know in the comment section down below, okay? We went MIA again, guys, because Mama T was down bad once again.
Yeah, I have some health issues dealing with. It's taking a toll on me. It's really taking a lot out of me. And
she hasn't had energy. Like, Mama T honestly hasn't really been the same the past couple months, and that's the reason why we haven't been like dropping as much as we used to. And I don't want to seem like we're being repetitive, because you know, every video that we've posted as of late, you know, we've had to explain to y'all that Mama T has been down bad and all that, but it's just the reality of the situation. Like, her body was not letting her have it at all.
So I mean, you could actually check out my TikTok, and I have some videos on there, you know, that would kind of answer any questions that y'all may have.
She has a lot of detailed videos on there about, like, you know, what she's dealing with health-wise and stuff like that. So
yeah, pretty much. So I mean, yeah, you could go there, and I guess you have a better understanding of what's going on. But I need your prayers, okay?
Yes, please pray for Mama T for strength, so we could keep pushing these videos out. But we were finally able to get it rolling for y'all again now. So we're gonna pray that it's steady, smooth, and sailing from here on out, okay? So with that being said, if you are new to the channel, thank you so much. Join the family. It's lit over here. As you can see, what you know. Anyway, y'all, we finna get into Tupac's MTV interview from 1994, okay? We've been reacting to his music a lot, and y'all have been loving it and eating it up, okay? Just as much as we've been eating it up, because we've been enjoying these reactions, okay? But we're gonna get into the interview that he did in 1994. Mom actually suggested this to me because, like she said in the previous video, she didn't really get into Tupac and stuff like that growing up.
There's a lot of stuff that I didn't know, because I just figured Tupac was this thug person that just didn't give a shit, you know? And I learned a lot more now, and I dig up this video. Well, we dig up this video. So I'm really interested to see. We have to see, we got Pac always talking facts, you know, doubt,
Straight
you know,
facts.
so this should be very interesting.
Right, I'm excited. Well, with that being said, y'all, before we get into the video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the post notifications so you never miss a video, okay? Let's go.
What do you think you're most known for? Your acting, your music, or the controversy that surrounds you?
My big mouth. My big mouth. I got a big mouth. Can't help it. I talk from my heart. I'm real. You know what I'm saying? Whatever comes. But my controversy probably. And it's not my fault. I'm trying to find my way in the world. You know, I'm trying to be somebody instead of just make money off everybody. You know what I'm saying? And so I go down paths that haven't been traveled before, and I usually mess up. But I learn, you know what I'm saying? I come back stronger. You know, I'm not talking ignorant, you know what I'm saying? So I obviously put thought into what I do. So I think my mouth, my controversy. I have not been out of the paper since I joined Digital Underground. I've been in all, you know what I'm saying? It's never, my name has not been not uttered, you know what I'm saying? And that's good for me, because I don't want to be forgotten. If I'm forgotten, then that means I'm comfortable.
And he not.
And that means I think everything is okay.
It's interesting how hip-hop, rap music in the beginning, or a song like Grandmaster Flash's The Message, where basically they were saying, you know, it's like a jungle sometimes. I wish, you know, I wonder how I keep from going under. The whole root of what that song...
I'm sorry. The interviewer killed me because she couldn't get the words.
She don't know what's going on.
Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry.
was basically saying, look, these are the problems here. You know, and here we are 10 years or plus later. The problems are still there, and the intensity of the music has built to the no hope, the I don't give a attitude. How did we get from from Grandmaster Flash, the message, to where we are now in hip hop?
Again, you have to be logical. You know, if I know that in this hotel room they have food every day, and I'm knocking on the door every day to eat, and they open the door, let me see the party, let me see like them throwing salami all over I mean, just like throwing food around. But they're telling me there's no food in here. You know what I'm saying? Every day, I'm standing outside trying to sing my way in. You know what I'm saying? We are hungry, please let us in. We are hungry, please let us in. After about a week, that song was gonna change to we hungry, we need some food. After 2-3 weeks, it's like, you know, give me all the food, breaking out the door. And just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm picking the lock, coming through the door, blasting. You know what I'm saying? It's like you hungry, you reached your level, you don't want any more. We asked 10 years ago. We was asking with the Panthers. We was asking with them, you know, with the civil rights movement. We was asking, you know. Now those people that were asking, they're all dead and in jail. So now what do you think we're gonna do?
Right.
Ask, and we shouldn't be angry.
Look, okay.
They was nice before. Now it's like, what do you want us to do now? Still be nice and... No, people gonna flip out. Like,
you gotta break
hell?
it down for them. You gotta break it down for them. And when you do break it down for them, as he just did, look at how simple it is.
Yeah, but he hating on the man.
America. Anyway.
Hating on the friggin' man.
Literally.
Shit.
Get out of here. A mess.
And my raps that I'm rapping to my community shouldn't be filled with rage. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't be filled with the same atrocities that they gave to me. In the media, they don't talk about it. So in my raps, I have to talk about it. And it just seems foreign because there's no one else talking about it.
Right. Well, playing devil's advocate, somebody might say, well, what does Tupac have? He's a movie star. He's got, you know, hit records. What does he have to complain about?
It's like being the last person alive. You know what I'm saying? After 3 days, you can't do anything. What can I do? Where can I go? There's no black neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, with black people who have the same amount of money as me. You know what I'm saying? There's richer and there's poorer. There's no just, you know, did a movie, got a little bit of money, living okay, black neighborhood. I have to be in a white neighborhood. So I don't fit in. That's hell. It's hell when you can't be around your peers. All my life I grew up around black people, poor people, but I can't live around poor people now because they'll rob me. And why would they rob me? Because they're starving. Because there's no money here. But they're telling me, now that I made a little money, I have to move here. So it's not like no one's ever trying to deal with this section. They're just moving away from it. And we're going to have more stars coming from together, but they're gonna all move this way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all the society is doing is leeching off the ghetto. They use the ghetto for their pain, for their sorrow, for their culture, for their music, for their happiness, for their movies, to talk about boys and men. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be another I don't want to be 50 years old at a BET, We Shall Overcome Achievement Awards. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not me. You know, I want when they see me, they know that every day when I'm breathing, it's for us to go farther. You know, every time I speak, I want the truth to come out. You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like, they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. They know what I'm going to say. And even if I get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that what we're supposed to do? I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world. And that's our job, is to spark somebody else watching us. We might not be the ones, but let's not be selfish, and because we're not going to change the world, let's not talk about how we should change it. I don't know how to change it, but I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody's going to clean it up. I was having concerts.
What you think?
Period. Period. Oh
Right?
my God, it's so crazy because I think it was last night I was watching a documentary with Martin Luther King or whatever, and the stuff that he was saying that he wanted to happen, it kind of did. I mean, it did. To a certain extent. So it just kind of reminded me of him now, like the stuff that he's, I mean, sorry.
It came out in 1994, Mom.
Yeah, I know.
How you feel about that? Because I get on her all the time. When I talk to her about stuff that I just love and admire from the 80s and the 90s, I'm like, Ma, you were there, so how was it? How did it feel?
I didn't pay attention because I don't know. I don't know. know. But now
But yeah,
everything is just
seeing it,
so
right?
fascinating now. Like, and whatever it is he's saying, if it ain't happened yet, I mean,
I feel like everything he's talking about, it's still happening. It should have been done.
Like, Jesus Christ.
But let's get back into it. I just had to get your take on that. Like,
they were sold out, white boys, Mexicans, blacks, and they would do whatever I said. I could tell all those people in the audience to turn around in a circle, and they would do it. I was having love. I mean, like undeniable love. And I was scared. I was scared that I would come to a town and I have the leader of the gang there telling me, what do you need? I was scared. But so was America. So was somebody else, because all of a sudden I had all kind of legal problems. And you have to think about this. I had a clean record for 20 years. A clean record, living in the ghetto, in the gutter, no record. What about my morals then? What about my character then? Right. You know what I'm saying? In 2 years that I start raising noise, that I start being publicly viewed, I've had a record. And now it looks like I'm a criminal who has no way of being reformed. But all of these came one after the other.
I was going to say, he answered your question.
And that's
right
what we saw, okay?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's the interviews we saw when he was in court going all crazy and stuff.
He had a reason. Come on.
Yo.
The black men in America can't have nothing.
Listen. Okay. You learn something new every day. This is crazy.
Right?
Jesus, it
really grinds my gears.
Really you understand? It takes logic.
Well, what about, that's another interesting part of your past. Have you ever been incarcerated before?
Have I ever been incarcerated? No, not for longer than a day, long enough for somebody to take me. You know, the police can arrest anybody they want, put them in jail. But if you stay there, that, you know what I'm saying, I haven't stayed anywhere. I've been arrested a lot, put in the cell, and they come and get me when I call my lawyer. You know what I'm saying? But I'm an innocent type of guy.
Well, I wanted to bring up, obviously tomorrow is a big day. You'll be sentenced tomorrow. And, we're sitting here in 24 hours, you'll know what the situation's going to be. Are you thinking about the prospect of going to jail?
First, I was like, I'm not going to jail. I was like, if they try to come get me for something I didn't do, I'm going to open fire. You know what I'm saying? But I can't do that because it's not just me anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's what they expect. If I have to, if God sees it fit for me to spend time in a cell, if he wants my brain to be inside of a cage, if he's brought me so far from hell to put me here, and now he wants me to go to jail, I'll go. You know what I'm saying? If that's where I'm meant to be. But I don't think so. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? I don't really believe in my heart that I belong in jail. I don't believe I did anything to warrant me going to jail.
You don't.
Okay. What do you think, if you do go to jail, is to be expected because you are a known personality?
I'm going to ask to be put in solitary confinement, and I'm going to do push-ups and read books and come out weed-free, smoke-free, and with a degree or something. You know what I'm saying? I won't let it stop me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to jail to just parlay. If I went to jail, best believe it's not like I'm going to have a problem in jail. I got love there. You know what I'm saying? I got love from thugs and the street dudes. And I can go to jail and probably organize a riot. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what I want to do. If I have to go to jail, I don't even want to be living. I want to just cease to exist for however long they have me there. And then when I come out, I'll be reborn. You know what I'm saying? I'll be taking less problems. And my mind will be sharper and the venom will be more potent. You know what I'm saying? So they shouldn't send me there. They should really try to, it's like you don't throw more gasoline on the fire to put it out.
Mm-hmm. What about, this is one step and there's some other, cases that are going to be coming up. What has changed for you? And you mentioned the last 2 years is when everything started to happen one after the other. What changed for you in these 2 years? How is your life now different than it was before?
Like I said, it was no spot for Tupac. It's not like there was somebody like me before and I moved into the spot so I can ask him how he did it. You know what I'm saying? There was no spot here. Nobody wanted to be, the person that thugs in the street could rally around. Nobody wanted to do that. So when I was that, I couldn't handle it. You know what I'm saying? I could handle it, but not right away. Of course, I had problems. I was making mistakes that anybody would make when you have 14,000 people ready to do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? When you have all over the country people waiting to hear what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? This thug life code, we have a code putting order to the violence on the streets. And when they all listening to you, I got people in the penitentiary, you know what I'm saying, big time OG criminals who are calling me, telling me they want me to lead their movement. I mean, I'm gonna have a problem, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have a small identity crisis here, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I was just from a single...
Imagine one of the big dogs in the jail cell calling your phone, talking about some, yeah, let's do this. Yeah, identity crisis.
This man had so much power, right? Like, I don't even know what to say. I don't know where.
And it happened so fast for him.
Yeah, it sure did. It sure did. It's a powerful black man.
That they didn't want to see win, clearly. But then they still can't hold him down because he's timeless. His message is timeless. His music is timeless.
Yep.
He is timeless.
It's gonna forever be timeless. Like, it's gonna never get old.
Never.
So they ain't do nothing. He's still here.
Exactly.
You know, so y'all probably went with his shell, but he's still here.
Kick rocks.
Father, you know, I mean, a single mother with no father, no male figure. Now I got every man in America who wants to take an order from me. You know what I'm saying? Who wants to know what I want to do, or you know, what's my plan for young black men. And that makes me scared, but that makes me want to rise to the occasion. You know what I'm saying? What makes me want to give my whole life to him, and I will give my whole life to this plan that I have for Thug Life.
Now, when you said a code, I don't know exactly what do you mean by a code.
I organized the OGs in the East Coast and the West Coast and the penitentiaries to come up with a set of codes of ethics for criminals. You know, like we're going to be against drive-bys, kidnappings, attacks on people that are not involved with the street gang, with the drug trade, or the illegal business at all. You know, all that kidnapping and shooting drive-bys out the car, we against that. And people who perpetrate that, they have to deal with the consequences when they go to jail, because that's what's going to enforce this code and the thug life that's on the street. It's like we cleaning up the dirt. I can't change what the dirt that's here, but I can put all this dirt in one corner. You know what I'm saying? Somehow I have some order here. Right. And for that, they need to give me a little leg room.
See, look at how
you know what I'm saying?
down.
Let me do what I want to do, because nobody else is going to do it. Nobody else wants to do it. But I'm not scared to walk in the middle of Watts, Compton, Chicago, wherever, and sit down with whoever's the OG and say, this is what we need to do. I didn't want to change. I love that, you know, even though I was with Janet Jackson, big movies and all that, I'll be up at the dirtiest house party in the hood. And people could not believe it. And I used to thrive off that. Being up in the party and
I mean, that's where he's from.
And everybody going crazy because I'm up in a dirty party, no security, lights out, drinking, hella drunk, you know, drunk with everybody else. But that's what kept my sanity. That's what kept me right. That's what kept me going.
Kept you grounded.
My fans know that I'm real. My fans go to jail just like me. They understand me. Half my fans are white. The white fans, they listen just as much as the black fans. The ones that have approached me, I've been genuine fans. These are the people that are gonna have jobs.
Who had the time in his
hire my
life?
fan. But many of my fans don't have ID. Some have jobs, some don't. Some are on welfare, you know what I'm saying? Some are not. Some are rich and some are poor, but they all share that hopeless fear. Thug life hit me like the Holy Ghost. It cuts both ways. To me, it's like, when I say I live the thug life, baby, I'm hopeless. One person might hear that and just like the way it sounds, you know what I'm saying? But I'm doing it for the kid that really lives a thug life and feels like it's hopeless. So when I say hopeless, and when I say it like that, it's like I reach him. You understand? And even if when I reach him, it makes it look glorious to the guy that doesn't live that life, I mean, I can't help it, it's a fad, you know? He'll drop the thug life soon enough. But for the person that I was trying to reach, he'll pick it up and I'll be able to talk to him again. I think I'm being responsible, but it's hard. Once you start worrying about what you're saying, I get writer's block. Kind of like, I can't say that, that's too harsh, can't say this. Now I have to just block it out and trust my heart that I'm doing the right thing. When did I ever say I was a gangster rapper? You know what I'm saying? I'm a thug. When I'm saying thug, I mean not criminal, someone to beat you over the head. I mean the underdog. If the person that had nothing succeeds, he's a thug. Because he overcame all obstacles. It doesn't have anything to do with the dictionary's version of thug. To me, thug is my pride. Not being someone that goes against the law, not being someone that takes, but being someone that has nothing. And that even though I have nothing and there's no home for me to go to, my head is up high. My chest is out, I walk tall, I talk loud, I'm being strong. I don't understand why America doesn't understand thug life. America is thug life.
Huh.
What makes me saying I don't give...
Yo.
Like,
America is the biggest fucking thug. What the hell?
right. No, they understand. They just want to act like they don't know. Act like you know. Get out of here.
Biggest fucking thugs out here.
Different than Patrick Henry saying, give me liberty or give me death. What makes my freedom less worth fighting for than Bosnians or whoever they want to fight for this year?
Before Thug Life, when you were with Digital, working as a roadie and as a dancer, was that real? When I just read that you used to like do dance, the dances with the plastic.
Dance with the naked dog. That was me. That's what I mean by I'm real. I'm truly hardcore because I needed the money and I had to work. So if he told me that for me to get paid, I had to go out there in bikini briefs and hop on top of this dog, and that's how I got to get paid. And I was homeless at the time. That's what I had to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But what I did was not let him pimp me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I just did that because that was my order. As soon as I got the chance to say what was on my mind, I said what was on my mind. And we have a platinum record now. You know what I'm saying? So I went from dancing naked with the dogs being unknown to now having a platinum record. You know what I'm saying? And now I don't have to never touch another naked dog. I'll never have to dance, jiggle, nothing. I can hire dances. You know what I'm saying? I got 3 people dancing. I can have people dancing in the audience. You know what I'm saying? Well, you have to work from one point to go to another point. So I admire the work ethic. I think that it should be reinforced throughout our neighborhoods, that everybody should work hard. Practice makes perfect. You have to be diligent about what you want. You have to apply yourself. You have to motivate yourself. You have to do it for self, by yourself. And then you can do things for other people. But that's what I had to do. I had to do for self.
Do you feel in any way by having a 40, having a gun and a blunt, if that's glorifying the use of that to children?
It might. I thought about that, I thought about how much that, the 40s and all that, and I was kind of against it before, but whatever I wrote was honest. It might not have been positive, you know what I'm saying? It might not have been politically correct, but I reached somebody, you know what I'm saying? They related to me. They related to the brutal honesty in the rap. There's no Jesse Jacksons around, you know what I'm saying? Those people weren't around. All those people that pop up and say, we need to check what we're saying in the rapping and TV, those people are not around. It's Frank Sinatra, a gangster singer, you know what I'm saying? There's Steven Seagal, a gangster actor. I rap about the oppressed taking back their place. My lyrics and my verses are about struggling and overcoming. I mean, women know that there are bitches out there. I don't know why women look surprised. They know. They say it louder. They just think that we're saying they're all bitches. That's not what we're saying.
If you get offended, I feel...
Some people do.
Some people do, and you have a right to. But it's like, if you know you're not a bitch, he not talking to you. We've all dealt with the bitch. Literally, we've all dealt with just a straight bitch. And it's not even to be like petty.
Well, yeah, but then they have like people who just will, you don't even know me, but you gonna call me a bitch. Like,
yeah, that's ridiculous. But like in the sense that he's talking about, yeah. I personally feel like if you know you're not a bitch, he's not talking to you. He's not talking to you.
Yeah,
and then, but then I also, that's why I said, like, I also agree with women not having to be called a bitch at all either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's
but there's going to be,
degrading.
Right, it's degrading. But there's still going to be people out there that say it regardless if it's degrading or not. So it's like, just don't,
if you know
that you're not one.
If the cap don't fit.
Right.
So.
Don't wear it.
And that's what I try to do with Keep Your Head Up and Get Around. I said, I'm gonna write a song about the women like my mom or the women like my sister who I think represent a strong black woman. I did that. Now I'm gonna rap about the women that I see every day, and that was Get Around. If I just did songs like Keep Your Head Up, it would make me seem more than what I am, but I'm just a normal man. I get love. I still get love from my community. I owe them everything. That's what I owe everything to the hood. I cannot give it up. I don't understand how people could stand next to you 1 year and next year they cannot stand there. They just going crazy screaming. They just can't take it that you're right there. But just last year I was in the same club walking around lonely like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Couldn't get a date, couldn't get nobody to dance with me. I was too skinny, too something. And now he's just adorable. He's just,
Well, how did your relationship, or lack of a relationship with your father, influence who you are today?
Because I didn't have a father, I thrived for the family, you know what I'm saying? So that's what made me be able to do this work. That's what makes me be able to accept all black people as my family. You know, that's part of my downfall. But because I didn't have a father, it makes me cold and bitter. Not just as the excuse. I know people are tired of hearing, oh, you have a father, we had a rough life. But, I mean, you have to be logical, you know what I'm saying? The reason I didn't have a father, it's not like I'm saying, okay, now sympathize with me. I'm saying, remember that I'm telling you I did not have a father. So when you go, what kind of kid is that? What kind of morals do we got? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I was raised by a Black Panther, you know, and out of jail, I was raised on, by a lot of street people. So, of course, my values are real street-orientated. But that doesn't mean that I don't have any values or I don't have any morals. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's just that my morals are applied to the people who I'm around.
If you had a father figure growing up, how would you be different? Would you be different right now?
I think I'd probably be a lawyer somewhere, you know? Because I wouldn't have hung out. I wouldn't look for that father figure. And I wouldn't have learned all this treacherous street game that now I can't forget. Because I was raised by a woman half my life and then thrown to the streets, it's like I got the woman side, then I got real rough, manly values like forced on me. So sensitive. Don't be so sensitive. Well, basically,
Boogaloo.
He was so young.
Marlon Wayans playing the role of Boogaloo.
What is Boogaloo?
Where did that name come from, first of all?
Some white guys in there. What's a homeboy hip-hop name? Boogaloo!
What are they calling each other these days?
I got a song called Pain. I wrote it as soon as I got out of jail after getting charged. And I felt it, you know what I'm saying? Basketball is, and I hate to make this sound cliche, you know, like, all us black folks need to get out the ghetto is a basketball.
Or dance.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not like that in this story. It's not like basketball in terms of him going to college. It's just basketball in terms of there being something to concentrate on, you know, something for him to get his mind away from the negative.
And that's the action in our movie, the basketball. It's like guns in
He is so
jdahh.
freaking young.
You know, it's the action.
I like playing the bad guy, but I want to play a bad guy that's for real, like a Robert De Niro or Harvey Keitel, you know what I'm saying, with some substance and character, you know, and not just a crazy fool with a gun. I chose a razor because in the streets of New York and the club scene, you know, that the thugs carry razors in their mouth. And when they get into altercation, they spit it out in the cut. You know what I'm saying? I said, I was amazed. I was like, that's raw. That would really scare somebody. And that was part of the fear that I wanted to bring to Birdie. It must be hard for a director to have his main character in jail. You know what I'm saying? And you have to shoot tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But they never let me feel that. You know, I came on the set and it was just like, I left last night. Am I crazy or what? Hell no, I ain't crazy. I wasn't crazy when you was interviewing me. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't crazy when we were sitting up there when I had the pain in my... But it's okay. They got to sell, you know, magazines, and that's fine. You know, I understand. But to me, we just had a long interview. I don't seem crazy. You know what I'm saying? I seem logical. What's really going on is this is a crazy world. And if you're not a tad bit crazy, you will not survive.
It ended just like that. Sure.
Wow.
I mean, that's true.
Well,
if you're not a little bit crazy, you're gonna get walked all over. And who wants that? You know what I'm saying?
this man is so amazing.
Amazing, right? Rest in peace to his fine
Cute
self.
as hell.
Yes.
But yeah, yo, that's
What did you think, Ron? You thought you liked it?
I was in 10th grade when that
came out?
when that came out, and never seen it, never.
Wow.
But I think it was very interesting and just the truth. I mean, well, there ain't nothing more I could say.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we loved it, as y'all could see. Okay, love him.
Good.
And if you guys loved it as much as we did, go ahead and leave a comment down below and let us know what other videos I want us to react to and what other types of content you would like to see, okay? Mother, your closing words.
Yeah.
For those of
So
y'all
for
that...
those of y'all, yeah, that's just joining or, you know,
seeing us for the first time, right?
I usually say a little closing.
She leaves y'all with some food for thought.
Yeah. If you don't have confidence in yourself, you have defeated the race of life twice. Okay? If you don't have confidence in yourself, you have defeated the race of life twice. So, with that being said, bye.